Do our court work first. See how the body feels. I'll get after some ball handling again. A little more shooting this morning. We'll go from there. This is so cool. This is the turf field. Giant skittle machine. Oh my gosh, look at that. Very cool. Back on the side courts here today. I'm gonna show you some hip stuff really quick. My hip's a little tight. I think I know the issue. It's probably an internal hip rotation issue. So some really easy stationary things you can do. These are like controlled range of motion, active controlled range of motion stuff. Super simple. You see a lot of strength coaches use it and stuff. Well, there's a reason why. One of the things that's kind of tough is when you don't have other people here with you. It's doing the physical side of ball handling. Like, it's really easy to dribble around when you have no one near you. And dribble moves are cool, but not like the most useful thing all the time unless you're making physical contact with someone. So one of the things I want to work on is making sure I use, we got a little volleyball mat right here. I'll be using that pad to initiate some contact on the moves, whether it's contact before the move or contact after the move. It's just really nice to have something to bump into. I know it sounds silly. So that's gonna be the first portion of my ball handling. I do want to do some fast hand speed stuff as well. Like that little Austin Rivers drill I showed the other day. And then I'm gonna do some stuff off the move, shooting basketballs. But this time probably a little more like pick and roll movements. I'll do like a little curl, screen, or like a dribble handoff type deal. And then off of that, I'll shoot and make a jump shot, obviously, but then some counters off of it. Now I don't have the full court here, so I'm gonna use that to my advantage. So I'm gonna use some counters. All right, guys, shoot over Mr. Volleyball net that you see here. So all in all, it should take about 25 minutes. Nice and easy. Get me kind of loose and warmed up, get some skill work in. Then I'll do a little bit of a heavy lift after. And then I will come back probably later today, do my jumping, hopefully get on the court when they have the pickleballs. Pickleball nets down. Stuff actually makes you work, man. I'd rather have you just try real hard than put in a good effort for like 3 minutes and spend 15 minutes kind of being lazy. Whew. I actually struggled quite a bit on this today, and I show you some of my makes here, but there are plenty of misses. One of the things I struggle with is without having an actual defender. It is pretty hard to imitate this movement, right? Because this is like a pin down or a dribble handoff. And your read in terms of like the moves you make is heavily dependent on the defender being on your hip. I want to do this from a ball handling standpoint, not just shooting, because a lot of times my read is shoot the basketball, pass the basketball, either to the wing or the roll-in big man, or a hard drive to the hoop with maybe one counter. And I was like, okay, well, I'll do this same move, but maybe I can add, instead of those things I just listed off, a little counter on the catch. I'll kind of do some sort of misdirect or redirect. Not good at it. That's okay. That's how you get better, though. But the big takeaway from this is that don't just do this a million times. Previously last year, I tried getting back in shape to play basketball at a very high level, and I found myself being very frustrated with stuff like this. I would do it so many times, it would basically break my body down. And I get really, low utility out of it. Versus now my mindset is let's go 15 to 25 good reps and just basically try that every day or so. And then you have good high intensity exposure. And that way you are getting the speed or at least the mental imagination of someone chasing you around. Because, you're kind of trying to pretend that someone's guarding you when you do this. But then also you're not overly doing it. So you can actually have good efforts each time. Take a minute in between reps like you saw there to really think about what you want to accomplish and what you're trying to do. That's another thing I'm working on, is just not getting so caught up in the moment, but actually trying to get better in the moment. So take a breath, focus on getting better. See, the nice thing about trying new things in your workout, and I always tell people, it's always about finding what you like. So, hip swivel to me never made any sense. All of a sudden today, it makes sense. I like it. Fits with what I do, especially dribbling up with the right hand. Oh, so you practice it, get a feel for it. Because if you like it, use it. If you don't like it, don't. All right, off to go lift upstairs. Maybe it's their squat day, I think. Some heavy squats. We'll find out how the body feels. Maybe a little board press, bench press for my triceps, and some fruit snacks before I get on up there. What a good workout. I'm gonna go home and probably do a couple of things. I walked around the gym and I was like, well, I think my home basement has some things I want to do instead of doing it here. Squat depth, everyone's gonna ask me, dude, I don't squat that deep. I don't like to. It hurts my knees. I'm 32. I'm not trying to become a power lifter. I'm not trying to be an Olympic lifter. It's bothered my knees my whole life. Am I gonna try and fix it? No, because I don't really care. I don't, like, it's just what it is. Like, cool, squatting deep, full range of motion, sounds awesome, but it hurts my legs, and I don't feel good from it. So why would I do it? If somehow I can squat deep, is my life going to change? No, I get just fine benefits. I actually really like the feeling of those quarter squats. I like them more than if I was squatting deep. Really good leg drive. And just like some exercises work better for others. No one made the squat and was like, the barbell squat is universally the best exercise for everybody. We have so many compensations in our training. People will elevate the trap bar. They'll use high handles. They'll elevate the deadlift. They'll do partial bench press. But the squat, no one's allowed to do a partial squat. Whatever. Kick rocks. So that was good. I liked it. And then I did some isometric little kickstand isos on my single leg. And it is now... Oh, and I did some back. So I didn't film that part. I did a couple of rows because I'm trying to get a huge yoked out back. It's pouring out. I'm gonna get some coffee. I'm gonna eat some food, and then I might sneak in my second workout right now, a little part of it at least, because I'm supposed to be still finishing up. But I didn't do the last parts. I'll come back later today to do my jumps. All right, well, I'll catch you when I get there. Enjoy the day, everybody. Have fun. Be athletic and jacked. Peace. Promised, we are down in the basement, and I'm going to show you my favorite bench press variation. Down here we have the incline bench press, but it's not really an incline. It's like, I'm going to do like a narrow grip. I don't even try to describe it, but it's made my bench press with a barbell a lot stronger, and that's what we do it for. Because it's a machine, you can go pretty heavy and pretty safe. You're not worried about balance, stability, and all that other stuff. And so I'm probably going to end up doing 3 to 4 sets of like 3 to 2 reps. I like to go really heavy on the machine, a lot heavier than with the barbell. Because again, if I miss, I just dump the weight. If I miss a barbell, it's a little more chaotic than that. So here's the setup we got. You get the different grips you can do. Wide. I like this. I do both actually. I do all wide. I go narrow as well. But narrow ones I do the day. I like to mix up the grips each week. And so we'll go narrow here and get really set. You can really drive this thing as powerfully as you can. It's awesome because it's a machine. If I want to do one more rep, right, just take a second. The weight's all here. It's all set up. Get focused. I'm not worried about missing the reps because I know it's totally safe. So we got 4 total reps last time. So we get a 5-piece. Took a big break. I was just reading the news. Let's see if the news has powered me to lift heavy weights. Take your time, lock in. 2 more. You can do it. Oh, I gotta fight for this one. Very good. Oh, what a great set. So let's talk about this workout right here. We started off, by the way, Brady's back at it again. I started off with doing drop jumps, and I always want to try and set a PR each day. So I have a whole bunch of jumps that I can pick from and do, and honestly, picking the drop jump was not a good idea today. For some reason, I just felt like I had no pop in my jump, and so I was like, screw this, I don't want to do that. I'm not going to be motivated at all, so I changed jumps. I did this no rock jump off a 27-inch box, and I had a previously recorded best, and guess what? I set a 1-inch PR. And the best part about the whole thing was it reignited my excitement to train. I had fun doing this. That's the entire benefit of rotating all these different jumps in my training.
Let's go. That was a smooth one, too.
We're done on that.
So clean.
We're done on that one. Just got the lift done. We're going to try and get 100 shots up. Probably not going to film much because my camera is dying, but we'll see what we can do here. So 100 shots. Gotta be productive. I might just literally run from one hoop to the next hoop, to the next hoop, to the next hoop, to the next hoop. That's 6 shots. Let's go around and around and around and get 100 shots up. It's kind of a fun way to do it.